Let me know what's on.
All right. You're good?
All right. How y'all doing? Baby, it's Sunday. Let's get this show going. Just to answer your question, Jeremy. No, I'm not on the crapper, buddy. We was just trying to get everything going here. We don't go live that often, and when we do, we have a lot of extra hookups to make, and Travis is right over there doing his stuff, and normally there's a picture of me right in front of me so I can just see how beautifully handsome I am while I talk to you, but I can't see myself. I can't see anything. I can see your chat. So, and before we get started out, everybody, I'm so tickled to death you're here. I see Kathy Larkins here. I noticed Leo Sahaki is in there. Leo, I've been seeing your rants, buddy. Keep that up. I try to encourage anybody that wants to turn on their camera or as a matter of fact, me and Mama was sitting on the couch last night and I was watching TV or something, and I told Mama we ought to do an Instagram or something like that. My name is John and I'm voting blue. And I was thinking we need to get something like that kicked off where everybody put it out there, baby, because somebody's out there doubting this blue wave. I do not doubt this blue wave one bit. Here in Texas, I've been hearing all this shit. Well, you know, John, Beto O'Rourke's down in the polls. Bullshit. I call bullshit. It's not. He's not. That man is on fire, and he's on fire not only in Texas, he's on fire across the United States. I'm so tickled to spit his name out of my mouth every time I get a chance. I feel the same way about Eric Olguin here in the 27th District of Texas. And you got to get behind, you got to make your voice heard. You know, if it's just to your neighbor, if it's just to your buddy, keep the conversation going, because that's what's going to keep us all going. Jerry Winslow started out right there with a comment a minute ago, and he says, how can America survive when all the money is going to the wealthiest people in our country, more than all of those that need it combined? And I thought, right out of the box, baby, there's a damn good question, because we've seen what happened after Donnie the dictator, got elected in, baby. Right out of the box. It started long before that, though. It started with Mitch McConnell. It started when Obama was elected. And it has been an opposition, a fight ever since. And the fight continues, baby, but it's coming down to the wire. What do we got? 2 weeks or so, a little more than 2 weeks left. November 6th, here in Texas, early voting starts tomorrow. You bet your ass I'm going to be down there in early vote. The way I look at it, if there's a problem anywhere, if you go to early vote, well, that problem will surface before November 6th and gives you an opportunity to correct it. But if you are challenged for any reason in any voting booth in America and they say, oh, look here, you're not on the list here, buddy, I say you can't vote, you ask them for a provisional ballot. Can I guarantee you that ballot's going to be red? No, I don't have a whole lot of faith in the electronic system that we have nowadays. I'd rather have a piece of paper nowadays. How can I trust the electronic voting when everything I hear is about how the Russians or the Chinese or somebody is hacking into the system or is doing their best to racists like to push people down. Blue dots have to lift them up, baby. That's right, Leo. That's our job, baby, because as Americans, we're all of us. It's all of us. And I can't stress that enough. It's my biggest thing. If you're going to stand up for American values, if you're going to stand up for the Constitution that we base our society on, then we lift up everybody. We're all Americans, and we all deserve the same respect, the same rights, the same justice that we all enjoy, or some of us enjoy, others don't enjoy it too much. And there you go. Oh, we got a scared Canadian, buddy. I know, buddy. You're not alone, Ron. Ron Charette, you're not alone up there in Canada. We're all scared. But that fear is what drives us. We saw what happened in 2016 when this idiot got elected. We can't let that happen. There are more of us than there are of them. In my opinion, Jesus, we need to do away with the electoral college. I just don't, it's obsolete. It was instituted back when they didn't have everything. Got a telegraph, you had news took a week to get out west or longer, and But here we are. The epitome of electing a dumbass, a thief, a liar. You know, I keep going. Me and Mama here recently have, that's right, baby. We cannot quit. We cannot quit. We are just getting built up. We haven't even hit the crescendo. The crescendo comes on November 6th. That's when we hit our crescendo, baby. Our angry mob goes to the polls. Rise up, ye guardians of liberty. Yeah, where'd I lost my train of thought? We're dealing with so much shit now every damn week. There's this, like right now, we're into the murder mystery of the year, I guess. The mystery that isn't a mystery. And Donnie come out the other day. Are you shitting me? I find the story credible. Are you shitting me? We all know, anybody with a grain of sense at all has pretty well been able to determine, not that we're prejudging anybody, Donnie, but they hacked his ass up inside that consulate. A reporter, a journalist that worked for the Washington Post that lived in this country. And now Donnie expects us to turn a blind eye. The prince says, we locked up a bunch of people. Who did you lock up? Who did you lock up? The people that you sent to do it? You're firing people that you told them what to... That's a bunch of bullshit, man. Why ain't them people like... I'll tell you why they ain't speaking up. They'll end up just like Jamal did. Just like Khashoggi did. In pieces over there. You think Donnie would love to be able... I would not put it past him. Hello from Arizona, James. How you doing, buddy? Ray, Travis, hope John shared the salmon. Yes, yeah. Yes, we all ate the salmon. That was you? Who was that? That was Ray West. Ray West, that was excellent salmon, buddy. I have been the lucky recipient of so many gifts through the last 2 years of doing this, and they're surrounded everywhere I look. I keep this in front of me now. Mousie in New Orleans, Louisiana. Mousie is an artist in the French Quarter, and she sent me a print of this little postcard, and it says, "To the polls, you guardians of liberty." That's us, baby. I keep preaching it. I keep it right here so it reminds me of who we are. We are the guardians of liberty. We are the patriotic Americans standing up for the values of our country. That's who we are on the left. That's what it means to be blue. As far as I'm concerned, red is exactly in my mind as what it was when I was going, red, the commies, the communists over there, the red, they're the bad. That's what they've turned themselves into, baby. The Republicans, they're liars, cheats, and thieves. Look at them, what they're doing with voter suppression right now. Jesus Christ, all over the country. Are you shitting me? Don't be obvious about it. But they are obvious about it because it's in your face, and they've been in your face ever since this dick got elected. Everything. Tax cut in your face, baby. Taking the biggest in the world and done it with a huge tax cut for the wealthy. And just like Jerry asked us, what about the rest of America? The hell with them. They're poor people. They don't give a shit. He's not your president. He's not my president. You hear him out there on the rallies every damn night now. Dude, Lord, how much are we paying for that shit? That's all he's done since he's been there. Play golf, go to rallies, campaign rallies. It's a bunch of... He ain't visited the troops. Nope. Too scary for Donnie. The little coward is too afraid to go into a combat zone. Yeah. Every other president has, Donnie, except your stinking coward ass. And he did the same thing when it was his turn, baby. No, I got a burnt on my foot. I can't do anything because I got a bone spur. Wait a minute, I got to go play tennis. I got a bone spur. Wait a minute, I got to go play baseball. That stinking little piece of shit got out because he was rich, baby. And that's Donald Trump in a handful right there. His daddy made him wealthy before he could fart. Man, been this way all his life. All of us that ever grew up around the TV saw him. We saw him on different shows, saw him in the news. He's a scumbag. He's a con man. Join my university. We're going to make you rich, you know.
Really quick, before we go any further, let's thank Jerry W. He donated $2 and says, "Love your rants."
Buddy, I appreciate it. Every little donation, I guarantee you, is very appreciated here. We run on a very tight budget and always trying to catch up. And so those donations that come in on PayPal or through Patreon, or if you buy a shirt from our, I don't know where shirts are.
It's
He
called
keeps telling me,
just say
push
store.
the shirts. I don't know where the shirts
But
are.
you just say, look it down below. There's a link to the store.
I never see the link. There's a link down there, so if you want to buy a T-shirt with
In
my
the
ugly mug on it,
Yeah, the Are You Shitting Me shirts.
are you
back.
shitting me? Shirts are on there.
Yeah, they're back.
Got a
doing
handsome
demand.
shirt by me leaning up against a tree there, looking all cool. My beard was much shorter, and that's a problem, baby. This beard has been a subject of discussion around the house here, lady. Mama's
How
not.
awesome it is? Yes, it's very awesome.
Travis loves my beard.
I do.
Does Mama like my beard?
Um,
That's the woman I'm married to, baby. 41 years. Mama's not too fond of the beard. She doesn't hate the beard, but she thinks I look prettier without the beard. So I don't know. I 2 years. 2 years. I told her, if we don't do something pretty soon, are you shitting me? You know, because I
it'll
told
just get more epic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I
I'm
want
not
Trump.
shaving until we get that son of a bitch out of the house. That's all there is to it. He's my house. That's my house up there. That's your house. The house I served for. That's the house a lot of people served for. I want him out of my freaking house. Huh? What?
I was just saying, yeah, we want him out, but I'm gonna be sad when you cut the beard off.
Do y'all want me to cut the beard off or save the beard? Travis wants me to
Well,
save.
no, no. You already made the commitment. You would shave it if he's out. So no, But now when you say save it, what are you gonna do?
If I could carry a tune in a basket, Leo, I'd join ZZ Top, but I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Blue moon of Kit. See? Can't do it, buddy.
No, you just have to. You have to warm it up. You gotta warm up.
Lynn said I wear the beard well. Thank you very much, dear Lynn. I appreciate that. I try to get the look, when I go in there in the mirror and you look at yourself, and I go, holy shit, that's not me, baby. No, when you get this old, I don't like to look in the mirror that close, It's like see a lot of wrinkles that weren't there the last time I looked. I swear they pop up every damn time you turn around. Because I'm getting old, and thank goodness for it, because there's a lot of my friends who didn't make it this far. And I always remind people that, those young people, that you better hope you make it. There's a lot of shit out there that'll kill your ass. And so I hope all of us make it a lot longer than we'll ever thought possible. And anyway.
There's so many people saying save the beard.
Save the beard. Well, I have to tell Mama that. We took a poll, baby, and they like to. I'm getting used. I don't know what I'd play with when I'm sitting there watching the news, and I'm sitting there, and then every once in a while I'll be over there tugging it like this, and Marshall will say, "What are you doing?" I said, "Trying to get it to grow longer." I figure if I pull on it, it'll get just a little bit longer. And Ford Motors is in crisis. You know why? Because all the immediate Republicans should go out and burn their Fords, baby. Did you see Kaepernick on there? Burn the Fords, baby. Ain't that some stupid shit like burn your Nikes? Go ahead and protest like that shit. Burn your crap up. Y'all are ignorant.
They already made their money, so, it's...
Hell, Nike merchandise had a big spike up to...
Of course!
When they all got out there and started. Well, Mitch McConnell's up there talking about taking away your Social Security. Well, not taking it away, but, to save the America here, we're going to have to make some cuts because, the deficit and the budget and all that shit in the debt, we can't afford. So we're going to have to cut the Social Security. That's what they've preached forever. Nobody should be surprised that Mitch McConnell, the turtle from Kentucky, and boy, howdy, I just wish Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining, baby, and shine blue all the time over there in Kentucky. I wish they would vote that idiot out. Beer and Bud. Hey, buddy, wait a minute, Andrew. It's Sunday, buddy. It's not Friday. That's right. It's still a weekend. Fire it up, spark it up, blow it this way, buddy. And if you have I'm nursing my tea tonight. It's basically what I live on.
Same.
Huh?
Same.
Yes, my son has finally switched over to tea. He found a tea that he liked, and it just tickles me to death. I don't.
Lipton strawberry lemonade. It's the elixir of the gods.
What is it?
Strawberry lemonade from Lipton iced tea.
Strawberry lemonade, Lipton iced tea is what he drinks.
Yeah.
I just drink the tea part. I don't put the flavoring in it. But it's a whole lot healthier than soda pop. I think there's a thing we need to address, doing our best to take the high road. The restaurant shout-outs don't serve us well. Yep, we get the momentary release, but it gives them fodder against us. It does, Leo.
I agree with that 110%, honestly.
Yeah, public discord. We're in a pretty heated time right now, and people are damn well upset. I can't guarantee that if I saw somebody like Mitch McConnell, I don't know if I'd start the angry mob, but I don't think I could stop myself from going over there and telling him I think you're a disgusting piece of shit. And because that man has stolen more from this country than anybody else has. Mitch McConnell is the leader of this shit. Because it's the name of his book, The Long Game. That's the game Mitch McConnell started the day he got into that damn office. The day he walked into Speaker of the Senate, he took control, baby. He gave Obama hell every time Obama turned around. And that started, he played the long game, and this is where we are. We have a stacked court now. Oh, Kavanaugh, that's something else they shoved up your ass, didn't they? They don't care. I almost wore that shirt. I don't know why I didn't. I have one that says Trump doesn't care, and he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit about any sexual assault charges. He's got him up his ass all over the place. He's been charged. He's come out of his mouth saying it. That's how come I keep talking to people. Don't talk to me about your evangelical movement on the right. Are you shitting me? Every day that the evangelical white Christian stays with this party and this religion, this president, they demonstrate every day that how much of a hypocrite they are. Pat Robertson came out the other day. One man's life is not worth it. Of course, he spends the rest of his time trying to convince you that one man's life, i.e. Jesus, was worth it. Well, that means Jesus' life is worth a whole lot more than yours as far as Pat Robertson is concerned. And I guess every other Christian up there, yes, Jesus worth a whole lot more. Not in my book, baby. He's not any worth more than any man that walks on the street down here. You, me, or anybody else. But there's a limit to that in Pat's book. Fudge that 10 Commandments shit off the way there. Thou shalt not kill. They kill every day, but this one's right up here in your face. Right up. We chopped his ass up. That's what they did. Ain't no disgust. Dunning's going to sit up there and talk to you about, maybe the prince is credible, and maybe he didn't know. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, Donnie? Do you think any of the people out here are going to believe any of that shit? No. It's just another lie. It's just another lie, and you are so used to hearing them. Them Canadians are sneaking over the border here, and they're buying new shoes. They put them on their feet, scuff them up, make them look and sound old, and they're sneaking them back across the border. I'm never going to forget that the President of the United States stood on TV and said such a ridiculous, stupid, ignorant statement in my life. Nothing has been more ignorant. How do you make new shoes sound old, Donnie? But it doesn't matter. It's just another lie, another a story, an exaggeration, a bullshit. Just keep selling the con. And that's what Donnie has done all of his life. And, everything from wanting to bang his daughter to just flat out ripping contractors off that work for. He's a scumbag. We allowed a scumbag because of the Electoral College to worm his stinking, lying, disgusting ass into our house. And you smell it. I have friends in Washington. Hey, Tim, you ever smell a little bad up there? Yes, it does. We laugh about it all the time. He's coming here tomorrow to Texas. I got air freshener up there. I'm going to be having to spray all over the freaking place because he's coming down here to campaign for Ted. Ted, my ass. Got the biggest high school auditorium. You know, he came on TV and he said, I'm going to come down to Texas and get the biggest stadium, the biggest venue. Yeah, it's another freaking lie, another con, another bullshit story that comes out of Donnie's mouth. And Ted Cruz is no different. Ted Cruz is a ass-licking coward, just like Donnie. And just like that little commercial, I hope y'all seen it. If anybody, you can ask my son right over there. If a guy came up and said, damn, your wife is ugly, I got two choices.
They'd be dead.
I got two choices right there in my life. I can have a wife that will never respect me again, or me or that other fella. One of us is going to the hospital. That's all that shit is down here. And if you say anything less down here, buddy, I don't know how you have a wife. Somebody get up in my wife's face. Oh no, shit, no. We're going to town, baby. You better wear your working clothes and pull your hat down tight, real freaking tight, because I'm gonna be all up in your shit. I can't say I'm gonna win every damn fight, but I guarantee goddamn to you, somebody's gonna know they was in a fight, and that's all that shit is. And so Ted just turning around and kissing Donnie's butt. Are you shitting us, Ted? That's just pitiful. And then try to sell his stuff. I'm being flooded down here with commercials of Ted Cruz. I was a tough guy, that Ted Cruz. Are you shitting me? He's a little coward. He's a little coward. Didn't even show up on the CNN town hall, the Senate town hall in Texas. Yeah, Ted didn't show up. He didn't want to face Beto O'Rourke, which would have stomped all over his ass, just like he did in the last one. I am very proud to call Beto O'Rourke not only. I'm proud to call him a Texan. I'm proud to call that man an American, because he is speaking like one, and that's how come I like him so much, is because he speaks like an American that is concerned about other Americans. And right now, baby, all we have is a bunch of rich assholes up there trying to steal as much out of the coffers as they can. Really, do you think Steve Mnuchin gives a shit about anybody out here? Baby, they lie in money and roll around it as far as I know. But, well, Stephanie Dean, we're late, baby. Well, we're sure glad you're here. Stephanie Dean is out in Florida. We know where Stephanie Dean is. And,
really quick.
Yeah. What?
I've been sitting on this comment for a while because...
all right, tell me something.
Because, for one, I like people like this who are able to change when they see something wrong. And John Winslow writes, I quit my evangelical church because they are hypocrites and trying to get into government. They now need to start paying taxes since they are now political.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, Jerry. I totally agree. They're all into politics now. You know, Pat Robertson. How many people is that man speaking to in the 700 Club? I never understood that 700 Club. What is that? Only 700 people are getting in. It's the top donors, baby. That's what I mean. How can they preach that shit? It is easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle. How can you sell that bullshit line at the same time when you have mega preachers out here and just masses of, you know, I'm familiar with you know, my wife's family is very religious, and they're very proud of that, and I'm very happy for them. They've kept this sinner in their family for 41 years. I guarantee you they'd all lay their hands on me and pray for me tomorrow. And I love them all dearly. But we have a political divide in our family, and like a lot of families around, it hurts sometimes, baby. It hurts. How can it not hurt you? But I can't go down that road. I can't go down that road because what you preach to me and what I see you do is two different things. It on the small scale and on the big scale. You know, I have preachers that I know personally that are in dire straits. And I keep wondering myself, why? He's a preacher. If he's up there, if there was ever a man to touch his body and heal him, there he is right there. But it doesn't come, it bothers me. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that tangent because if you don't know me by now, I am an atheist. I don't like to strut it up in anybody's face, but when you bring your religious shit into my politics, into my house, then yes. When you try to bring it into my laws, then yes, I stand up and say something. You can't do that shit. Like I say, push the damn 10 Commandments off the damn property everywhere they bitch. Well, we want to put up that 10. They're putting up a cross here in Corpus Christi. It's going to be right down here on Interstate 37 as you come into Corpus Christi. It's going to be the tallest, biggest cross you ever saw in your life. It's true. It's going to be the biggest cross, right? I think it's going to be the largest cross in the United States. It's going to sit out there with lights on it right up next to the highway.
How much money do you think they're spending
on
that?
Oh, Jesus. How many poor people could you feed with the cost of that cross?
Yeah.
The property it sits on, and for one, you start right there.
Yeah.
And the construction cost, because it's been going on for a long time because they had to sink the foundation deep, because it's going to be a damn big cross. How much money could you have helped poor people with that? How many poor people and how much of the sick could you have helped with the cost of a mega church? You know, those questions, they beg to be asked, because it's, you know, you build you a great big huge mega church, you get the cameras in there, you get everything going, and people just send you money. For what? It's just a perpetual machine. They take all they want and buy airplanes and jets and all that other bullshit. Some preacher out there somewhere out in North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere wanted a new $93 million jet. He already had 3 or 4 already. Another one wanted seed money for the foundation of the church, and she's building a big old mega mansion for herself. She needs money for the foundation of her house. She don't need the foundation money for the church. That comes from your heart. That's what the Bible says and all that shit. You can spread that love through everybody. You don't have to go into a church and delve out everything you got. 10% at least, baby. If you join a church, that's 10%. How about I just stay home and throw it up in the air? Jesus wants us, he grabs it. If it's not, and it's for me and my family. And that's like a lot of people, baby.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. But I always put a caveat there that if you're so inclined to be a Christian, that is your right. That's one of the basic fundamental rights of our country. I will defend that just as much as I will defend freedom of speech. Or I will defend the right for a woman to do what she wants with her body, and it's none of your damn business what that is. I will defend those things because that's what their values call for. So yeah, it's your right to religion. It's your right to worship any God you want, but some people have a problem with, no, we can only have one God here. Well, there's 4,200 religions in the world. I have a t-shirt that says, which one would you kill for? That's a very good question. The answer to me is not a single one. And that's the wish of an atheist, baby. I'm not in no hurry to die, but I don't have a thought in my head that I'm going to live over. You know, I always put, y'all get me on a rant on this shit, but I always point out the fact that they're, especially right after, how can these religious zealots fly a plane into a building or strap a bomb on and detonate themselves thinking that they're going to get 72 virgins? Remember when all that, they get 72 virgins? Hey, they all going to go to heaven. They're going to get 72 virgins. Hey, who in the hell wants 72 virgins? They don't know what the hell they're doing. Anyway. And it makes you think, well, they value sex. That's what they live for. It's a nation that doesn't have sex, so the most valuable thing you can offer them is sex. So if you blow yourself up, you get sex. Is that any different than over here when they preach over here that when you die, if you live a good life, well, you get a mansion on the top of a hill with a gold crown in your head with jewels and all that? And what? What are you doing? You're worshiping money. That's what it is. Is there any difference between the two? Not in my eyes. Not in my... One's horny. One's had a great desire to roll around in gold and silver and have a crown and all that shit. You know? It's, to me... It's quite the same thing. They should all go away. I'm a theist. They should all just go away. There's only 2 places in the world where religion plays so much into our politics, and that is here in the United States and in the Middle East. It's the only 2 places where religion is a key factor in politics. Most over Europe and everything, they don't even bring that shit up. You know, it's because religion is your personal experience with God, Jesus. You know, what's up? You got to go proclaim that shit? No, you just live it. Anyway, A cover-up for murder. That's what we're dealing with now. And, yeah. I'm trying to read a little bit of chat here. I keep running my mouth and, anyway.
Hey, chat, why not tell us what did you do this weekend?
Who?
The chat. Just asking, like, what did everybody do this weekend?
What did y'all do this weekend? Shit. I'm getting ready for more rain. We're working on a place under my house, a platform that we're going to elevate 2 feet, and we're building up there to put a floor up there and a ramp so my donkey and goat can go up there. If the river water comes up too high, which it has done before, the maximum has ever been underneath my house is 2 foot. So I'm going a little over 2 foot and putting a floor under my house, and that we're going to put a walls in there and place for the donkey and the goat, and then right at the down of the ramp we're going to have a little out area where if the water's not all the way up, they can still come out and enjoy the ground again. Our river went down a foot or so. They closed some of the gates up there. I guess they're trying to figure out there's a whole lot of water coming down my river. And I hope they're not screwing around by not letting it all out before it all gets here, because that's what they have done before. And we have flooded here twice. And in this shop would probably be about a foot of water right now if the river was up. So we're watching the river every day and trying to get our thing built and up so we can save our ass. So we can save our ass, baby. I love my donkey and my goat. And anyway,
we got comments here. Hang on, I'm trying to get back to those.
Jeremy, your wife had her toe amputated, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't have an elephant, baby. I ain't got no elephant, baby. I got a donkey. I'm that much of a Democrat. That's who I am.
We didn't get her just for that, though.
No,
we got her because she's a sweetie.
We got her because she was a sweetie. She stole my heart. She loves me. I love her back. And the goat just wants to butt me and wrestle me. He's playing. I keep telling Travis, he's playing. The goat gored me one time right into my leg. I mean, that horn went in my leg. And so he teases me all the time. Oh, Dad, he's just playing. Yeah, he's playing. But if he gets that horn behind your leg, get it wrapped around and then jerk that head back, buddy, that horn will go into you. So you got to be careful around that goat. He will hurt your ass.
Kathy Larkin went to Oktoberfest.
Oh, hey, I got a job for y'all. All our blue dots. Yeah. One of y'all win the lotto. Are you shitting me? $1 billion? Yep. I hope y'all get your ticket. We got 2 numbers for the last run, and I'm going to get a couple more numbers for this Tuesday's drawing. If I win, baby, y'all can expect to see me. I'll be in a nice bus, and while they build my new home right here, I'm going to buy me a bus, hit the road, and go visit Blue Dots, baby. I'm serious as a heart attack. If I were one, y'all better watch it. I'll be knocking on your door going, hey, it's Tuesday, baby! And we'll do a show from your house. But that's only if I win. So, but as I keep reminding people that your particular odds of winning are zilch, baby. You ain't got a shot in it. But somebody's going to win. You? I know, but me, I'm not a shot in hell. But I am somebody. And somebody's going to win that ticket. And I hope it's one of our Blue Dot family. I really do. Or somebody that has a desire to help more than just themselves. Tennessee, Knoxville, Snowy Owl, how you doing, baby? I got family there. So hello, Knoxville. Y'all doing a great job out there, too, because Tennessee is on the bubble, baby. We have a great possibility of taking and turning Tennessee blue, just like we have a great opportunity to take Texas and turn it blue. They exist, and it all depends on our vote, baby. If we don't get out and do the mob thing at the polls, baby, this doesn't happen. So it's your voice and your vote. That's what's going to make all this shit happen. That's what's going to, because if we don't do that, we are doomed, baby. We're all going to die. We have to, because it's our only hope of starting to turn this country back around, because we're not going to be able to turn it around on a dime. No. It starts with taking the House. Just like Mitch McConnell's book, we have to play the long game. We have to keep our eye on the future. We have to do it this time. We have to do it in 2020. And we have to keep doing it. Because if not, America takes a hard right turn, and we've seen what that does. Tax breaks for the richest people in the world, baby. Billionaires, come get your money. You bet your ass. Supreme Court judges, hey, look at here. He got him, sexual assault, though. Who cares about sexual assault? We stick him on the court anyway because they're going to shove it in your face. That's the politics that Republicans play. They shove it in your face. Voter suppression, you bet your ass we'll do it out in the open. Now, you know the exact match law here. If it doesn't exactly match the... Oh, you forgot to put a period right there. You can't vote there. Oh, this says your name is Theodore, not Ted. Hey, Ted, and your name Rafael? Eduardo Cruz? Selling me on that. Ted. How do you get Ted out of Rafael Eduardo Cruz? Somebody's afraid of their Hispanic heritage or something? I don't know. Man wants to change his name, and then he accuses Beto O'Rourke of trying to change his... That tickles me because he had a commercial down here. Beto O'Rourke's trying to become Hispanic because of his trying to adopt the name Beto. Let's not take a look at this picture when this kid was only about 4 years old wearing a shirt that said Beto, because that was his nickname. It's just that disgusting shit that the Republicans try to do. They try to demonize everybody. They try to scare everybody. Now we have a caravan coming. And now I hear the news talking. Are you shitting me? They're talking. Well, we believe the Democrats have run down there and organized this great big mass of people and come. Are you shitting me? That's what some of them are out there talking about that shit, and I'm sure Fox Spews, bullshit mountain over there, is really selling that shit. That, remember Soros. Probably Soros went down there and paid them all. Are you shitting me? If anything, if some nefarious deal was going on like that, who would benefit from that? I'll tell you who would benefit from it, the Republicans. You bet your ass. If anybody down there is trying to motivate people to head north, you can bet your ass it's the Republican Party. Because that's what they scare people with. They're coming. All those brown people are coming to the border and they want in, and they're probably coming to take your guns. It's the fear factor. That's all it is with the Republicans. They're a bunch of wussies. They call us snowflakes. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? They are the most scared little pieces of crap you ever saw in your life. Oh, I need an AR-15 and 2,000 rounds of ammo here just in case a brown person comes over the hill. That's who they are. They're disgusting with that shit. They've gone so far right that they have allowed white supremacist neo-Nazis into their party. That's who they are. It's okay, boys. Come in. Nobody will notice you. You're white. Come on in. And they allowed that to happen. Hell, they have candidates running proudly who are white supremacists. Are you shitting me? How low does the Republican Party expect to go? How deep down in the gutter can they get? Don't tell me about your family values. You suck, asshole. Don't tell me about your religious rights. You're a jerk. You're an asshole being a jerk. That's all it is. It's just an excuse to...
We got a funny conversation going on in the chat.
Funny conversation.
I lost their names, but we got one person who said Canada should take Ted Cruz back, but then someone from Canada just
I love Canada.
But then
I
someone
love Canada.
from Canada.
But he's a Canadian.
But no, someone from Canada just said, hell no, we're not taking
We're
him
not
back.
taking him. Canada don't want his ass back.
No.
I don't know who would take him. Nobody likes Ted Cruz. That's how come they tell, Ted Cruz, he's up 6 points in the poll. Kiss my ass. Have you seen Beto O'Rourke? No? Well, then kiss my butt. That man is on a roll. And I'm ever sure of anything, it's that Beto O'Rourke is going to take the state of Texas. I've seen him speak. Some assholes stop me at the store. You going to vote for that guy? You bet your ass I am. I'm going to proudly go down there and proclaim my vote for Beto O'Rourke. Because I want something better for America. Something better for Texas. And that's what that man represents. We have to remember that. These Senate races, we have to get behind the got to keep my blood pressure down. It's Mama said, Mama says, keep your blood pressure down. This is up to us, baby. up to us. Everything that we hold dear is in this midterm election. You'd think it would be a presidential year that got everything. No, this is a midterm, but everything's on the line here. Everything you believe in, whether it be the environmental issues, whether it be justice issues, whether it be equal rights issues, it doesn't matter. It's all on the line this time. Because all of those things, that's what the Republican Party wants to get rid of. It's in the way of progress, of profit. It's just like health care, baby. The Republicans don't believe in health care. They believe in profit care. That's the key motivation. I hear Texas, Ted down here in Texas. Oh, we're going to stand up for the health. Are you shitting me? You didn't even take the money when it was offered to you down here. You just as soon see every damn Texas out of health insurance. If they ain't got the money to pay the big insurance companies, and I'm telling you, I hate to keep going back to that shit. It's the dumbest shit in the world is our healthcare system. Look how much we pay for freaking drugs in this country. Look what everybody else is paying, and look what we pay. We're getting screwed every day, baby. And guess who's doing it to us? No, it's not the pharmaceutical companies. It's those people that sit in Congress and the Senate that allow that shit to happen. Because that's who they work for. They work for the pharmaceutical company. They work for the insurance company. They work for the NRA. They work for the lobbyists that pay them the money. They don't work for us. They quit doing that a long time ago. 1981, if I'm remembering correctly in my book, in my life. Reagan, baby! Trickle down economic. Give to the rich, the poor will get the little trippings down there. Don't worry about it. Well, here we are all these years later. And they're still trying to sell that little piece of bullshit. That if we give to the rich corporations, the money will trickle down. No, it don't, baby. They're greedy bastards up there. That's all they'll do. Betsy DeVos will just buy another freaking yacht. You think she's giving a shit about anything else? Any of them in that cabinet, they're a bunch of thieves. I haven't seen a single one in this, oh, I'm going to come drain the swamp. No, baby, you just brought in every disgusting creature you could find in trying to destroy our nation. I believe that, baby. With his Russian connections, with his Saudi Arabian connections, baby, it's for Donnie Trump. It's about the money. It's always been about the money. It's not about anything else except money with Donnie. No, one man's life is not worth giving up his little imaginary deal that he has with Saudi Arabia for all the weapons that Saudi Arabia is going to take and then kill innocent people in Yemen with. We have no morals in this country if we keep that shit up. We can't be the shining light on the hill. That's not us, baby. What's that blinking dim shit down there in the valley? That's us down there now. Because that's where this man is taking us. We're not a shining city. We're not an example for the world. We're negotiating the price of a man's life. That's what we're down to. The price of a man's life. The price of 44 kids on a school bus in Yemen. That didn't stop anybody. They're going to come up with some bullshit excuse to sell the world about how this was a fist fight that went wrong. It's bullshit. That bullshit. This caravan coming up, Donnie can't wait for it to get here so he can show all the mobs of criminals and rapists and drug dealers that are going to force their way into our country. We can't even accept women and children as asylum seekers without throwing some disgusting asterisk on them. Oh, well, you come from Honduras there. Well, you must be a criminal. You must be a disgust. Get out of here. That's the Republican Party. Statue of Liberty covers her face in shame for the way that this party has treated this country and how we treat our allies. Are you shitting me? Everything I've seen, he's going around kicking everybody in the shin except Vladimir Putin, Xi in China, Kim Jong-un, and now we got the Saudi prince. Only the criminals, only the disgusting creatures of the earth that just go around killing people all the time. Those are Donnie's idols. Those are his mentors. Those are the people that Donnie aspires to be, to take command, to make the people stand up and clap when I come in the room. And if you don't, we'll throw you in a gulag somewhere. That's the kind of bullshit Donnie wants. He doesn't want a free press, enemy of the people. And that's what that rhetoric ends up in. It ends up in the Saudi Arabian embassy in Turkey. The enemy of the people. Truth is the only light that you could shine on this shit. But it takes the courage of people to point that truth out. And I like to believe that we still have people in our government, in our country, that believe in that. Equality, justice, equal for all. That founding document that we hit, this great experiment that we're on, guides us. And we're throwing it away every time we let this man spend another damn day, as far as I'm concerned, in my house. He just, hurry up, Mueller, that's right, Robert. Hurry the hell up, but it won't be until after the midterms. And, baby, you know, that's what I tell people. You know, I'm so proud. I am, really, because if you look around, if you knew where I lived, if you look around my life, I'm nobody, baby. I'm a proud American. I served my country. I'm out here. I'm getting old. This is my country, baby. And every day I see this just disintegrating more and more and more. So I have as much right to speak my mind as anybody does, and so do you. That's what this is about. I come out here and I shake these pom-poms as much as I can. I want you to vote. I want you to motivate others to vote. I want you to be involved. I want you to think. I want you to do all of these things that it is your duty as an American to do. Our system runs on a well-informed populace. If we don't keep ourselves informed, if we don't know what's going on, then they're going to screw you every time, baby. You don't know any difference. You just look around and try to scratch your living out of whatever has to happen to make your day go that day. It's one day at a time.
I think that is being picked up by the mic just a little
Can you?
bit. I think so. Can anybody hear that?
I have 4 dogs inside my house, and the only time they make that sound is when Mama steps out on the porch and they're in there by themselves, and oh my God, they're going to start going nuts because Mama walked out of the house. So I hope y'all got to hear that. So anytime it happens, we all go like, oh, Mama's out on the porch. Anyway.
Can you believe that we got 250 people watching?
Wow, 250. I am so blessed. That's what I'm talking about, people. I don't know how it happened. I really don't. I turned on my camera. I say this all the time. If nobody was watching me, I'd still do it because I'm doing it for me, because I have to get this out of me. I have to say something. If I don't say something, I'm complacent. If I don't vote, I'm complacent in this shit continuing. And that's what I want you to think of it as. I want you to think that it's your duty. It is your duty as an American citizens to have a hand in this, the writing of the next chapter. We are the ink in the pen that writes the next chapter in this book. And I want it to be a better chapter than what we've been going through in the last 2 years. And hey, Jen Morgan, how you doing, baby? I'm so glad to see her in there. You didn't let me know she was in there. Jen helps out with moderating and whatnot. Jen is very talented, and we appreciate her jumping in. Anyway, lost my America. That died a long time ago. Snake, baby. We got to bring it back. It's been under attack, I swear, in my life, like I say, since 1981, since I saw Reagan come in and convince people to trickle down economics, while at the same time I'm watching a savings and loan scandal across the country. He brought in the evangelical right into the, it started there, and then it got perfected until what we have right now, which is a bunch of preachers that are willing to sell their soul to the devil to follow this golden idol of Donald Trump. And that's exactly what they done. They'll worship no other God but me, but that's what they've made Donnie into, an idol, because they're hoping they get the Roe v. Wade issue overturned, and they can get religious liberties. It doesn't matter how you get them as long as they get them. And that's bullshit. The ends justifies the means. One man's life is not worth it. That's not the religion that was preached when I was a kid. I went to church when I was a kid. I went to church all the time up until I was up in my 20s. It's not like I've never been. It's not like I don't know the word. But that's not what the Word teaches them. It's not what the Word teaches you. It teaches you to be kind to your fellow human being. And that doesn't just include Americans, baby. That's everybody around the world. If you follow your religion, if you follow that, if you follow what it preaches, that's what it teaches you. To care about everybody in the world. Man, we could start that right there with some environmental issues. Hey, let's save the planet so we can save the people on the planet. But what do I know? It's just, you hear, people say, that's what Donnie said. Well, scientists, they don't know. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And if we don't listen to the intelligent people in the world, then we're doomed. And that's why we have to get Donnie the dictator out of the White House. Because he's ignorant. And he's just in it for the money, baby. Anyway, what else is going on?
Jen Morgan retired.
I don't know. Did she retire? I don't know.
Yeah, she did. No, she was just saying that she's done working. 45 years of hard labor. She's done. So
I used to tell that to people. Hey, I'm retired. Yeah. When you're retired and you're broke, you still go to get your ass out to do something. And, yeah, I want to quit that one of these days. That's why I'm playing the lotto on Tuesday, baby. I know I'm going to win.
Maybe.
Yeah. Everybody buys a lotto ticket so they can all sit around Tuesday evening and get that fleeting thought of, wow. And, people always ask you, well, John, what would you do if you won? Probably smash my phone. Smash my phone. There's a lot of people that have my number. Some of them don't like me anyway, but boy, I bet that would change real quick, huh? Anyway.
That'd help a few friends out. A few of our Blue Dot friends as well.
I got little notes down here. They did away with net neutrality. See, that's what I'm talking about. Every damn thing, no matter what your issue is. It's in here. It's in this vote. It's in this November 6th. That's what you have to tell everybody. Whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever issue that is your issue, baby, it's on the line with this vote. This vote. November 6th. For me, it's going to be tomorrow, baby. I want to go vote. I can't wait to vote. I just want to vote. I want this to be over. I want us to show a message. I keep saying this. I don't want to win. I want a landslide, baby. I want a message sent across this nation and into the world itself that the American people will not tolerate this shit. That we will not put up with a lying, a thief in our house. The disgusting crap that we see every day come out. We don't want that. And we need to throw the bums out. Hope y'all got to go by sometime. I don't know. I sent a video over to John Bernabo Speaks, a Blue Dot family on Facebook. That's our family page over there. And, buddy, baby, they've been cooking here lately. Yep. They up to 7,700. Yep. They just passed 7,000 the other day on JBS. We call it JBS. I prefer to call it like because I don't like John Bernabo Speaks. I didn't start the page. It's not my name and all that stuff. But it's when I first saw that page, John Bernabo Speaks, I went, well, who gives a shit? Evidently, a lot of people did. And I'm so proud of that. That's what leads back to what I was saying a minute ago. We went over on YouTube now. We have over 9,500 subscribers. Are you shitting me? I was bragging when I had 30. When I had to look at it, I got 30 people listening to me. And now I have 9,500 on YouTube. On Facebook, I just turned over 15,000 followers. On Facebook, my friends list is maxed out at 5,000. There are so many people that send me friend requests, and I wish I could accept every one of them. They cut you off at 5,000, I'm there. In our family page over at John Bernabo Speaks, Blue Dot Family, they're gaining hundreds a day over there, it seems like. And it just, that's what warms my heart is people like Karen Cormier up in Maine and Donna Bonacosi down in Bedford, Massachusetts, have been Blue Dot family members for a long time on here. They just met this weekend. They sent me pictures. They met at Salem, Massachusetts, and got together. They've been talking on the Blue Dot thing going on here for a long time, and they got to meet. and I think it was Donna Sturdivant who moved to the East because she used to live in Oklahoma, but she moved, and her and it's not there.
You got
Man.
a dictionary of thousands of names.
God, I have got so many names up in my head, and some I shouldn't have said it because I can't remember now who it was. Anyway, we've had Blue Dot family members meet. They connect in the chats. That's what tickles me more than anything else. I say it all the time. If you see somebody down there that agrees with what you say, or you like where they're from, or whatever it is, reach out to them and say, hey, I agree, I like you, or whatever, and talk to them. Because that's how we grow this family. That's how any movement, that's how Beto gets one person talking to another person. That's how that shit spreads. They go to a Beto rally and they come back, did you hear that guy? Are you shitting me? He's wonderful. Go over there and listen to him. And it's just like that with this. If you like what I say, which sometimes I don't know how you can, what tickles me sometimes is sometimes I get really pissed off. I'll come out here and rant my shit off. And everybody goes, it's great and funny. Oh, are you shitting me? I wasn't trying to be funny. I was pissed off. But I fully understand when my mouth gets to working. There ain't no telling what's going to. Stephanie Dean, I met a Blue Dot through you, and we are good friends now. John, Jody Thompson, we've gone out several times, and I have to thank you, baby, because that's what I just like when people meet up with other people, when they make a connection with somebody. And it just, I don't know, man, to me, it's neat. It's the best gift I can get out here. I get lots of gifts, but the best one I could get is when people meet each other, when they hook up online or whatever it is, and they talk about things, and they agree and they make a new friend, baby. That to me it's the icing on the, because I get, look at there, I just got a bottle opener from Australia, baby. Now I'm sitting down here in South Texas, and I got mail from Australia. I got the Australian flag right here. I got to find a place to appropriately hang it up, and I've got things that people. Where's my freaking doll? I got a Donnie doll. Whack-a-Donnie doll, and this thing's gets a workout. So does I got a little doll from Tim Cormal that's a little got pins in it, and we, it's a thought, hey, if religion works in one way, who knows, maybe it'll work a different way. But I got Donnie dolls. I've got things from people all around the world, but the greatest thing that you can give me at all is when you reach out and you talk to somebody else on here, when you meet with somebody, when you find somebody that you can relate to. And it's always a big treat to me. I know it sounds corny, but what the hell, that's woo, I'd rather that. Because what do we all say, especially, hey, Christmas is coming, baby. Peace on earth, goodwill towards man. They preach it every Christmas. It comes out of the closet. They dust it off and they start proclaiming that. Peace on earth and goodwill towards man. If you preach that on Christmas, why aren't you preaching that the whole world, the whole year? Why don't you go to the United Nations and preach that? It's a simple concept, but it just seems like we're never going to get there. There's always somebody at war with somebody else. Some religion is in war with another religion, and don't kid your ass, a lot of it is just that. My God's better than your God. Well, we'll just have to go to war over that, and we do. And I hate seeing it. It's religion motivates a lot of zealots, and in my opinion, I wish we could do a whole lot with less zealots and more Christians. That would be a great. Oh shit!
What?
I heard a cat.
Oh.
We have cats here. Seems like every day I turn around, there's more cats here. And occasionally there's cats that don't like other cats, and all of a sudden you'll hear, "Round!" Oh shit, some cat bite.
Man, we're up to 270 viewers.
I can't believe that shit. 270 people listening to my ass. I am so tickled to death. It just warms my heart. There are a lot of us out here in speaking. Leo Sahaki, one of the guys that's watching right now, I believe he was here a little while ago. He has started a thing called Biker Wisdom. There's another guy, Richard Anderson, who's up in Nebraska, I think, has started speaking out. Joe Riddle, Andy Paguda, the filthy mouth liberal. These are people that are doing their best, and I hate to inform everybody, but we're nobody. We're just people. We're citizens of the world out here, citizens of this country that turned on their camera and decided to speak their piece. And I'm so proud of every one of them, and because it's being involved. And it takes a bit. I won't lie to anybody. It's not easy doing this, because the hardest part that you ever have, in my opinion, is keeping the mouth running. You got to keep talking, and you better have something to say if you want people to listen to you. But if you speak from your heart, you always have something to say, and that's all I really try to do is say what's on my mind, say what's in my heart. And people respond to that. It's like that all over the world, really. And that's what brings us together. It's because we have a vision of that, where the other side has a vision of marauding brown people coming across the border. They have pitchforks and knives, and they're coming to rape your daddy. And that's all there is to that. So grab your guns and hit them at the border. That's what the other side is selling, along with all the disgusting crap, other shit. The rich, to give the money to the rich instead of the poor, to do away with health care, to cut your Social Security, your Medicare, all that stuff. That's all coming from the right. We don't have the money, they proclaim. Then quit giving it to rich people. Make America great again. Let's go back to the good old days. Good, then let's tax the rich at 90%. There weren't no good days like that for everybody. There never has been. That's what the dream is that we keep working towards. That's what our whole history is that struggle, year after year, century after century, to gain the equal rights, the equal justice for everybody in this country. And we're not there yet, people. We're not there yet. But for the last 200-something years, every page of our book has been exactly that for somebody in this country, for the rights of all of us. And how disgusting is it to see something like North Dakota, who is the Republicans up there trying to block the indigenous people of this country, the Native American, the one that was here from the beginning, to try to block their vote. Where's the values in that? Tell me what values, except fear that the Republicans have sold you, that, oh, there's massive amounts of voter fraud out there, millions of people fake voting, Donnie said it, 5 million out there in California alone. Are you shitting me? Not one case. One case here in Texas, they put some lady in jail here because she made a mistake, but they wanted to make an example. Look, there's one right there. See, we got to do it across the country because she did. Fear, baby, fear. Don't let brown people vote. Them black people, we're not sure they got a right address there. Was this your name? What kind of name is that? It's bullshit. Voting should be the easiest thing you should be able to do in this country for everybody that lives here. You live here, you vote. That's it. How about that shit? Show up at the polls, vote. Hey, put your damn thumb in ink. I wouldn't give a shit. Let us all vote. Have a voice in this shit. But that's not the way the Republican Party is taking it. The Republican Party is trying to restrict that vote in every part of this country, every place they put their fingers in. In my district here, we're going to have to fight like hell to get Eric Olguin elected in this district, because this district is so gerrymandered, it looks like a freaking octopus stretching all the way up into central Texas. Gerrymandered by compliments of the Republicans, baby, because they had control in Texas. So don't think that this ends at the federal level, at your congressman. No, it goes deeper than that, baby. It's in your community itself that they try to make these changes on voter suppression laws. That's not they direct this county over here. It's that county. It's that guy. It's that guy over here on the commission's court. It's that asshole in there that wants to make it as hard as you can. That's the guy you don't even want in your town. So it starts at your dog catcher, baby. You want a guy with a nice heart. You don't want an asshole over there that's going to go kick a dog. No, You want a nice guy to go over there and try to catch the dog and help the dog, get the animal off the street, do whatever. We don't hire people to just walk around, oh, there's a stray dog, boom, that job's done. No. So it's all the way, it's from the beginning to the end. That's the blue wave that has to start all across this country. It's not just in your congressman, it's in your city government, it's in your school board, it's everywhere, baby, because that's what they're doing. They're playing the long game. Look how many judicial appointments they've had because they withheld them all from the Obama administration until there was such a backlog, and now they just appoint them some bitches all over the damn place, all across the country. They played the long game, baby. They're playing the long game. And now the court's stacked all across this country. You think the Supreme Court is stacked? Shit. Everywhere it is. So we have to play the long game. And it starts this November 6th. I can't stress it enough, baby. Everything starts now. It doesn't end it. It just gives us a beginning. And if we don't start now, we're going to lose everything, baby. They got the Supreme Court. We don't win this. How much longer before another Supreme Court pick comes? How long before they turn over Roe v. Wade or give us more laws like Citizens United to where it gives even more and more advantage to the rich? You know, I say all the time, the laws of our country, from the laws that we have to abide out here to the tax laws to every other law you could think of, is determined by rich people, baby. It's not for us. It's determined by those congressmen, those senators. They make the law. They write the tax code. You know how many loopholes there are in the tax code? You think any of them are for you? No, baby. That's money. That's money. Offshore accounts, shell corporations, they hide the money over here, hide the money over there, and then sell your ass as a patriot. I don't think so. I don't think so. But it falls into that line of if you could sell that shit if you could sell it in religion, you know, the eye of the needle, the rich man, all that shit, forget that. Just it's okay to be rich. If you could sell that, what's a loophole in our taxes? You know, A, B, C, D happens, you know, I should not have to pay taxes if I put money over here, and if there's a loophole over here in the shell corporation, you don't know who it was, and you can't prove it. Well, then, I don't owe any taxes. Where's my $1 billion in welfare? That's what these corporations are. They're welfare. We pay them. We give them all the tax breaks in the world. Have you seen the big influx of the money down here at the bottom? No, baby. They're taking all that money that they got from the tax cuts and doing stock buyback. They're giving bonuses to CEOs. They're increasing the CEO. Oh, you did a great job there, Bob, leading the company. Look at that big tax cut we got. Here, have a few $1 million on the company. And the rest of you get your ass back to work. Because it's the people that make the products, that make the machine work, that feeds all those wealthy people. We're just the cogs, baby. We're lucky to get oiled. You're lucky to have food on your table. You're lucky to keep your house from the banks or some of the bullshit. That's the fight out here for so many of us, baby. It's a daily fight, and it's always going to be that way until we start changing things, until we start giving a little bit of it down here at the bottom. You know what Will Rogers said, that you know, the politicians, they give all their concern trying to make sure that the wealthy man gets the money, and that they're blind to the fact that if you gave that money to the poor man, it's going to be in the rich man's hand by the fall of the day. In other words, rich people, they don't have a use for that big money they're going to get. Okay, I'm going to get $1 million more, $10 million more. You think they have a use for it? Hell no. They're going to buy a gold commode or some shit. A new yacht. You give that money to a poor man down there, baby, he's going to buy things for his family. Groceries would be number one. How about a little house? How about a vehicle to drive? He would spend that money, baby. It would stimulate the economy. It would make things grow, and factories would be full of people building shit to sell to them people that have the money now. But that's not the way it is. You see reports all the time. People that work at Walmart can only afford to shop at Walmart, baby. Half the time, most of them people are on food stamps, they say. That we have to subsidize a corporation like Walmart because they don't want to pay their people enough to be able to shop anywhere but Walmart. Oh, pick a topic, baby. Any topic you wanted to take it. You can see the direction that this administration and the Republican Party is trying to take you. Everything from freedom of speech to taxes, from freedom of religion and religious liberties to health care, baby. It's all in there. Everything is on the books. Everything is on the line. And we're coming down the back stretch, baby. The race has been going on for a long time. We're coming down. We can see the wire. That's how close we are to this shit. We see the wire hooked up to the little camera that's going to take the photo finish. And everybody's going to go wild. But only if your horse wins, baby. Only if you're the winner of that race does it count. You're the only one going to the window, baby. Get your money to get paid off. If we don't go vote, the only people going to the window are going to be the rich people. That's who always goes to the window, baby. Because they got enough to cover the spread, baby. They got enough money to cover the spread. While you're out there trying to put some kind of spread on your table, they're playing the odds, baby. They're making the money. Tons of it. Anyway, what else is going on? Holy shit. It ain't dark yet.
No, but
I can't let it get dark. Huh?
Get this. Blue skies outside right now.
I know it. We haven't seen it. Yeah, there's an 80% chance of rain tomorrow and the next day.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it does exist.
We have been just inundated with rain down here, or overcast skies. We haven't seen the sun in a while. It came out for a little while today.
It's been like a week.
It's just been terrible. I'm just sick of the mud. And you try to do something, and you come walking back to the house, and you got mud all over your boots. You have to take your boots off outside because Mama don't want you in the house with muddy boots, baby. Virginia Woody, you just got here? Nope, I'm in your live feed. Nope, baby, you're still here. You didn't miss it. She said I missed your live feed. Nope, you're still here. We're still live and having fun.
We got 260 watching, and we've been at it for an hour and 16 minutes so far.
An hour and 16 minutes?
Yep.
Running this mouth. How do y'all put up with that shit? Hey! Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Get Mitch McConnell out of there, would you please? Kentucky? We need a blue moon in Kentucky.
Legitimately.
Huh?
Just legitimately.
Blue moon, you left me standing. You know how many songs are with blue moon? It's called The Velocity of Money. Donnie the Draft Dodger. Baby, money talks, bullshit walks. Ain't that the old saying there? You know, you got money, well, the world goes in your direction. I don't know. I seen a movie last night. Mama made me watch a movie. Dinner with...
I don't remember the name. Don't ask me.
I know. It's the guy that played Tattoo in Fantasy Island. Lord, I just watched the movie last night. Ain't it terrible? Anyway, it was a movie about his life and how he made it. Being a star on first, it was a James Bond movie. It was his first introduction. He was in a James Bond movie. And then he went on to Fantasy Island, where he really made it big and popped. And things went south, and it was a rough time for him. And whew, boy, did he live a life. If any of y'all seen that movie, you know what yeah, there's...
People probably would recognize the movie because Peter Dinklage is the...
Yeah, Peter Dinklage played the part of Tattoo. And
he did good.
He did an excellent job. It was a very touching movie about money can't buy you happiness, baby. And, you know, we'll test that theory on Tuesday if I win.
It won't buy you happiness.
It won't buy you happiness, baby. I'm like a lot of people. I would spend the rest of my damn days giving away most of it, but I'd do it my way. You know, you'd want to donate to good causes and things that that would help benefit man and all that shit. But there's a little part of me that just would love to pull off down the road and go, "Hey, Bub, come here. Yeah, $1,000, Bub. Have a good day. We'll see you later." And it just, I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could spend that kind of money, and I just hope one of our Blue Dot family members gets to experience that thing. Anyway, I can't let it get dark here because I have to move Jenny and Boomer from the front back over to their stalls over here at night. We don't leave them up front in the evening, so I don't want to let it get dark here because I still got chores to do here. That's what I said. I do this and I so enjoy doing it, but doing this and you still have to go do like all the other people, like Leo and all the rest of them. You still have a life you got to do. You still got the same chores you ever did and all that shit. But it's a desire to get to turn on that camera and speak your mind, because it lets all this rage out of me. And when I go upstairs, I'm just like all of y'all. I get pissed off every time I turn on the news. Are you shitting me? Look what he did this time. Look what he did this time. What did he say? Oh, hell, what did he do? It's a constant parade of that kind of shit that we're all shown every damn week. And now we're coming down to a big election, and he's going to be out there every damn night. You know he is somewhere going to be. You don't go to no blue areas. He stays to his nice, safe little red areas. I seen up there in Montana when he had his little speech, they had liar and impeach written up on the hill in big, huge letters so everybody could see it up there.
My Dinner with Herb.
My Dinner with Herb. That's who it was. It was a great movie, Mama. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Spy Life. It was a good movie. Mama does get me to settle down every once in a while and watch a movie, and usually it's a good movie. I guess my favorite one that she got me to watch had to be The Notebook, which was just, if you haven't seen that movie, I don't know, I'm just a softie, but that's just a touching story of just what love means. And, yeah, that's me, just a romantic. Shit.
What's your other favorite movie? Oh, Alien, the one where the thing pops out.
Oh, yeah, Alien was my favorite movie. Boy, how this shit gotta come right out of the chest. It only works once, though, see, in my book. Alien was a great movie. I'm not interested in Alien 2. Jaws was a great movie. I'm not interested in Jaws 2. It's just that first one that's going to get you. And, yeah, I liked Alien. That was a great movie.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it was a great movie. 2001: A Space Odyssey was a great movie. I thought, what was it the other day? Oh, I was telling Travis, I said, I remember a show. I watched it once, and I thought it was on a movie I watched, and all I knew was that it was about a book, How to Serve Man. The aliens came down, they're being real nice, and they gave they had a book, How to Serve Man, and it was in this other alien language, and they were showing them pictures of the beautiful planet they take them back to, and everybody get on the spaceship, and we're all going to take you back to our planet. It's going to be great and all that. And then somebody at the end said, "Hey, wait a minute, it's a cookbook, it's a cookbook." And all those people getting on the spaceship were all intended to be somebody's dinner. And it ended up, we looked it up, it was a Twilight Zone episode, which I watched lots of Twilight Zone when I was a kid. Outer Limits, that kind of stuff was pretty neat, you know. And now I look back of it and think, really? No shit? We thought that was special effects. Look what we got now. You know, you can get that. You can get special.
Yeah, but you know, I have more respect for that stuff. Like,
well, you worked with what you had.
Ethic, you know, back then to do what they did, and you know, as someone who does dabble with special effects work, you know,
which is what he does.
Yeah, I admire the shit out of it. But one thing I forgot to tell you is I saw an ad. They're bringing back the Twilight Zone. It's going to be on, I think, CBS next year. They're making.
Well, that'd be great. I like the Twilight Zone. It was always weird.
I just hope they do it justice and do it right, though, and not modernize it too much. Those eerie, creepy stories were enough.
I remember the guy that hated people. Everywhere he went was people. He worked in a library, and he never had enough time to read. It was just so frustrating. And then that World War came, and he's the only one that survived. And he was in this library, and he's so happy. And then he broke his glasses and couldn't see shit. Go figure. No optometrist around to get a new pair of glasses.
My favorite is the one where the guy dies, thinks he went to heaven and had it perfect, but then started hating everything being perfect. And he realized he was in hell the entire time.
Well, there you go.
That's one of my favorites.
Some people's heaven is other people's hell. That's what they say. So, anyway,
We are in the
we're in the
Twilight
Twilight
Zone
Zone
right
right now. That's
Yep.
it, buddy. We are. It seems like it is every damn day. Either that or the outer limits. You're not in control of the vertical. You're not in control of the horizontal. All that shit. So, but
Before we go, I'm curious. What's everybody's favorite movie? I want to see this for myself.
oh, that's his question. He wants to know what your favorite movie is. So,
Yeah, I
whatever your
wanna see
favorite
that
movie
before
is,
we
write
go.
that down there. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm going to do it next time we go live. I have a few t-shirts that we had printed that I have upstairs, and there was a mistake on them. It's a little mistake down there. It's not very much, but I'm going to have these t-shirts, and I ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm going to figure out how to give them away. And I thought, well, we just ask a question, and whoever gets the question right first, well, we just get their address, ship them a t-shirt. And we have some coffee cups and stuff. So we're gonna have to, we're not gonna make it too easy. Have to be a question you got to think about.
Oh boy, we got a lot of people coming in with that question.
What question?
Favorite movie.
Oh, The Empire Strikes Back, Tombstone, tied. My favorite
Wizard of
year, The
Oz.
Perfect Stone, Escape from New York. I'm looking for mine here. Who's got mine? I don't know what my favorite movie would be.
We got someone who wrote
I would
Blade
guess
Runner, Grumpy Old Man, Godfather 2, Alien 1979.
Godfather was a good movie. I liked Godfather.
Mary Poppins.
Well, that's a different venue. Mary Poppins. Who could beat Mary Poppins? Shit. Fly with an umbrella. Wouldn't you like to do that shit?
Shawshank Redemption. I still haven't
Shawshank
seen
Redemption
that
was a
one.
good one. The Quiet Man, John Wayne. There you go. I was a big John Wayne. Everything John Wayne did, I just said, look at there. I want. Probably why I wear a hat all my life, which I have all my life. So, I trap Republicans this way. What can I say? They saddle up. They saddle up next to me like I'm going to be one of them, and I am, baby. I am. I'm an American. That's who I am. But they think that Democrats, they're libtards or snowflakes. Are you shitting me? They're the biggest snowflakes you ever saw in your life. Bunch of weenies, cry about everything. But yeah, I liked When Harry Met Sally. That was a good one. The Big Lewinsky. That's a good one. I know that they're flying by right now.
Oh God damn it! They're
as a matter of fact, I have a T-shirt upstairs that somebody sent me, and it says, "Yeah, well, that's like just your opinion, man." And if that's where that's where it came from.
And Morgan says the Blues Brothers. I still haven't seen that one either.
Great movie, The Blues Brothers.
I got a lot of catching up.
A River Runs Through It was a good movie. I liked that movie.
West Side Story, The Warriors.
Getting into the musical, baby. Growing up, my mother was very much a fan of movies. I remember it was every night we had to stay up and watch Johnny Carson. But I would sit with my mother and watch all sorts of old movies with her, and it was just so man. There's a lot of them that I remember that just I don't know how many times I've seen Gone with the Wind. So, hey, bro, keep up the good work. Look at there, his name showed up. I ain't saying no. I'm sorry. He did,
Cousin.
right there.
Cousin.
Huh?
He's a cousin.
Cousin. Hey, bro. He said, hey, bro, keep up the good work. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. That might be one of my family members there.
Cousin. Like third cousin or something.
Yeah, no, that's my brother. That's my brother. He's watching me.
Not me.
He's watching me. Not all my family is disown me. I still have a few left, baby. And I'm proud of them. So, yes, my brother is watching up there in Tennessee. And there you go. We got Blue Dot family members all over the world. We have them all over the United States. And that's what amazes me is how big that this family has grown. And Nacho Libre, that was a good movie. That was funny.
Sound of Music, Signs. Oh, I vaguely remember.
I know
Signs.
that's being distracted. 12 Angry Men was a good movie. And so
Tora.
Oh yeah, that was a good. Tora. Here's the reason I remember that movie and how come it was so. Oh, it's a great movie. You haven't seen that movie? Well, it's just the most fantastic movie ever. And I saw that movie. It came out when I was going into boot camp. I went into boot camp in March of 1971, and for some reason, they decided, well, they're going to let all these young sailors see the movie. Are you shitting me? You had a whole group of guys. Well, we was all pumped up. Get me on a ship. I'm ready to go. We're going to go battle it. It was just an inspiring movie, although we lost. I mean, we didn't lose. It was a terrible battle that we didn't fare too well in, bombing of Pearl Harbor. And
The Great Escape.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Yeah,
The Great Escape was a great movie. I remember that one.
The Fockers, all three of them. I haven't seen those either, but
Yeah.
I know they're funny. This is
Yes.
entertaining as hell.
I know. Y'all think
appreciate
it's fun on your end. I'm on this end looking over here at all the movies going by. Now I'm going to have to go upstairs and say, hey, do you remember this movie or that movie? Everybody was... Because I'll be able to go over through the comments later on. To those, I try to get to as many comments as I can, but between Facebook and YouTube, there's a lot of comments. And I try to get back and answer them or put a heart on there and let you know that I read your comment and
Coneheads! Sorry, I love that movie.
Which one?
Coneheads.
Coneheads. That was
That was Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd and all that. Yeah, that was when it was all good. I remember that the Inglorious Bastards. I did the longest day.
God
damn
it!
it!
The longest movie. It's the longest movie.
The Longest Day was one of those movies because as a kid, I remember to go and see The Longest Day in a drive-in movie theater. We were backed up. We had a station wagon. It just quintessential Americana, baby. I'm telling you, that picture of my family sitting there, and that was the movie. It was a long movie, I'll tell you, yes, but it was, to me, one of the most fantastic, epic movies I've ever seen. And I bragged on it to my man, you need to watch The Longest Day. You got to see that movie. It's the greatest movie. Oh, you need to see that movie. And
could you do it now, though?
Well, yeah, I could do it again because I'm walking down nostalgic. I'm walking down memory lane. But it was like, what was that one I did? I did go to look at, and I thought, are you shitting me? Did I watch that? That was so stupid.
One?
I can't remember. The Bridge Over the River Kwai. There's a lot of them old war movies
that
I
George
remember.
Lucas's movie before Star Wars.
Which one?
American Graffiti.
Oh, that was a good movie. Great soundtrack, baby. That's my music. Of course, what can I say? The 60s and early 70s, the greatest music ever was. That's just my opinion. Don't you hate it? When you're just living your life and everything's going all right, I guess, and you get in your truck and you listen to music, you turn on to your favorite oldie station. They always played the 60s and 70s. It was a great station. Put that on. And all of a sudden you turn on to the station and they've moved. They said, now it's the 80s and 90s. Are you shitting me? That's not the oldies. The oldies are the 60s, the 70s. That's the oldies to me, but they did away with it. Now they changed their venue and it just, it just pisses you off.
I like all kind of
you
music.
shitting me? I ain't dead yet. Don't turn my damn music off. I'm still here. Fritz the Cat. Fritz the Cat. I'm so glad John Winslow said that. Because there's his signature right there. That's right. Mousie down in New Orleans, lives with her significant other is Fritz the Cat, baby. The 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. That guy, that movie, and I know what movie you're talking about, John, because I went and seen it in California in '72, I think it was. You had to go to one of those special theaters to see it. And yes, the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. And that's to the polls, you guardians of liberty. And I keep that right there, baby, because that's what it is. That's what we have to remember. We are the guardians of liberty. We are the only ones that is going to save this nation, save the day. The guys with the white hats ride in on the white horse to save the day or whatever it is that you're John Wayne busting through and saving. It doesn't matter. That's us. We're the ones that's going to have to save the day in this thing. We're the ones that have to rescue this democracy from a slow death behind closed doors. And thank you, Kay, for that. I just talked to her last night.
Close Encounters the Third
And
Kind.
Joanne Rago, she motivates me all the time. We have so many friends in I don't want a coffee mug, John. Papers, I just happen to have a coffee mug, buddy. I really do. It's upstairs. We just got to figure out a way to do this.
But we got to do the giveaway. But if you
Yeah.
can't wait for the giveaway,
Well,
go to
we
the
did it
store
last
below.
time. The shirt we gave away last time is at our store. And the only way I could give away one of those shirts is when I go to buy it first. I pay for the shirt, and then we have a little raffle, and then they ship the shirt to whoever wins that shirt. And I'm talking about shirts I have up here. I can't afford to buy one of my shirts right now.
But if people... If
Up
you
in
don't-
Smoke. That's right, baby.
Oh,
Spark it
that's
up.
such a good movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie. Cheech and Chong, I saw them out in Palo Alto, California, early 70s. Just, great, you know, great comedy.
Minority Report. I don't remember that one too well, but it was a good one.
It was a good movie, but I don't know if I've seen that one. Is that what the one where they... No.
It was Tom Cruise, and he was
Which
like
is the one that they go with all the bullets and shit?
No, that's The Matrix.
The Matrix. I ain't seen that one yet, but I understand it's a good movie.
The
Rocky
first
Horror
one-
Picture Show. There you go,
I've
Jim.
never seen the movie, but I've only seen it live, and it's the most entertaining shit ever. My girlfriend went to take me there, didn't tell me anything about it.
Which one?
Rocky Horror. She didn't tell. We were like, we're gonna go see a play.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all went to see a play.
Yeah, no, I've never seen the movie. I've only seen it live. Yeah, that was a crazy experience. I fucking loved it, and we've seen it probably about 4
So
or
that's
5
what y'all
times
need to
live
do. Let
since.
your girlfriend drag you to a movie, buddy. You'll probably enjoy it. That's what I always tell
Yeah.
people. If she bugs you that much to watch a particular movie, it's probably going to be a good one. You ought to do it. My thing is, I don't want to get into a movie that's usually 2 hours long. I got things to do. I got to write notes. I got to look at the news. I got to do this shit, that shit, and it's hard to get me to pen down and say, okay, let's watch a movie. But when I do, I do enjoy it. Good Will Hunting was a good movie, Jeremy. It really was, buddy. I like, it was sort of like The Notebook. I'm a sucker for a good...
That was a Robin Williams film, right? I didn't see it.
Good
but-
Will Hunting? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Robin Williams. Yeah. Yep. Dead Man Walking. Hey, that's Donnie the Dick! Get his ass out! Anyway, may his days be numbered and shit. Anyway, I guess it's starting to get a little dim out here. I guess I better start thinking about wrapping it up and getting my donkey and goat back into their stalls. I stopped and got them some hay today, and so because it's going to rain for the next few days, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get them hay. What the hell do I hear?
I think that's Rose is back.
Oh, Travis's girlfriend just got home from work, so guess that's a good time for us to start the last detail.
I'm here as long
Baby.
as you are.
I remember that movie. Any sailor that hasn't seen The Last Detail, that's a damn good movie. That's me, baby. I'm a sailor through and through. And my daddy was a sailor. That makes him a son of a sailor. Look that one up, baby. It's, yeah. Anyway, I wish I could keep this thing going on all evening, but I guess I'm going to have to at some point cut it off. And so I guess that's what I'll do. I could go through the whole thing of like, share, and subscribe. John Bernal, Blue Dot in Texas, which you're watching me on right now. And but go by our Facebook page, John Bernal Speaks, the Blue Dot family over there. Give them a like and follow them up over there because they're trying to stay involved. And they're having a hell of a time with trolls over there. They've gotten to the point where they don't put up with them at all, baby. They just delete them, get them out of there, move them out of the way because they've had a large influx of people coming to that page. So do yourself a favor.
But
go
hey,
over there
hey,
and
hey.
join them up. Huh?
When that happens, though, you know you're doing something right to piss them off.
We're pissing off the Republicans every damn day. That's my mission in life nowadays. Piss them off like they pissed me off. Jimmy Buffett song. That's right, baby. Son of a sailor.
Love
And
Jimmy Buffett.
we are
Songs You
big
Know by
Buffett
Heart's one
fans.
of my
That's it.
favorite
Come and have a
albums.
parrot upstairs too. I not only have a donkey, Democrat. I also have a parrot because I'm a parrot head. I like to keep the the flow of get the right animal for the right thought. That's what I think. Got dogs, got cats, we got snakes, we got frogs, we got turtles. What else we got?
Cats. We got plenty of cats.
Lots of cats. You want a
You want
cat?
a cat?
I can ship you a cat, baby. Just tell me what color you want.
Black
As
and
long
white.
as it's black or black and white, I can ship you a cat. We got lots of cats. I had to go buy a cat. I swear every time I turn around, cat food is on the list. It's on the list every time I go to the store. It's like $12 a bag. Come on. You know, need to. Cats are tasty. Can't go there.
Go that far, but
I'm getting overrun by cats, I swear. Out of all these, all of our, I don't know how many cats we have. I would guess that come up to eat.
15 plus?
Probably about 15 cats that we feed every day. All of them are black or black and white. We have had one gray cat that came out. That's an inside cat now that my son grabbed and said, "Oh, look, unusual." And he got lucky, and he's an inside cat now. But we have a kitten that was just born, and he's gray and white. And it's the first gray and white out of all these. You know, you get one. Look at that. That's different. And but they all have funny names. My wife doesn't like some of my names. She doesn't like Fuzzy Nuts. It's just came to mind because I had a long time trying to figure out, is that a boy or is that a girl? I had a lot of fuzz hair there. So I called him Fuzzy Nuts, so I know who he is. And he looks just like Tonka, which we named him Tonka because when he was a kitten, every time we'd come out to feed him, all the other cats would be staring up, looking up, and this one little kitten would just be running down with his head down. He knew the bowl was coming down on the ground. He wanted to keep his eyes out for wherever that bowl hit and be the first one there. And that's, we called him Tonka because he just, you don't like cats, Jeremy? Buddy, how can you not like a cat? I love dogs. My dogs, my donkey, it's hard. I swear, I think the older I get, the more soft-hearted I get. That's what it is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, people. I'm so glad. I can't thank you all enough for coming by and visiting here with us, and just do me a favor, keep the wave going, baby. That's what it is. We're coming down to the wire. We can see the end. We can see the photograph that's going to be. Everything is in line. The only thing missing is us, and we have to show up in mass. That's all of us, baby. Every one of us. Not a single one of us can sit on the sidelines this time. If you don't vote, don't bitch. That's the old thing. Well, nowadays there's lots of shit to bitch about, so we need to vote. So, man, I can't wave these pom-poms enough for that shit. That's what we have to do. And so whatever we have to do to motivate whoever we can to get out and get that done, that's what I'm going to do, because I can't sleep at night if I don't. I have to know that I did my best to try to get as many people as I can to save this country, to save this democracy from a slow death behind closed doors. So on that note, baby, just like Sue Kingston said, good night, Blue Dots. And I'll be on here tomorrow. I'll come do my rant as I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And but I'll probably be going a little bit more, throwing a little extra in, because we're coming down to the wire, baby. We're almost done with this stuff, and we're not done until it's over. It's not over till it's over. So on that note, y'all take it easy, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.